So here we are at Spirit Halloween for the 50% off sale. I don't expect much, but let's see what they have at least. So this is a voiceover here as the store was super busy, but they had Mr. Punchy for days. If you love Mr. Punchy, come to this store, I guess, because wow, that's all I can really say. More Mr. Punchies. It's the only animatronic they actually had in store. I was so disappointed beyond belief. I did end up getting some animatronics though, so just stay tuned for that, or well, animatronic, I guess. So stay tuned for that. Lots of good blankets and plushes here. No Ghostface ones, unfortunately, which was the one that I was looking for. Nothing over here that I'm really interested in, just some costume pieces and whatnot. No cool masks, at least that I've seen yet. Very small graveyard end cap here. Not really anything I need here either. Just some of the plastic pieces for fencing and some zombie babies. I already picked up all the ones I needed for this season. And here is all the horror memorabilia. Pretty good selection, honestly. Not really anything I wanted to pick up here. I was looking for some Ghostface stuff, as he's just one of my favorite horror icons, or Beetlejuice, as I also really love Beetlejuice. But I already have a fair majority of the stuff from Beetlejuice. Lots of Hocus Pocus and Disney Mansion. Haunted Mansion, sorry, I don't know why I said Disney Mansion. Just lots of like house decor and just horror decor, I guess you could say. And moving on to some of the costumes that they have here. Hoping that they might have some of the good Freddy masks, but it doesn't seem like they have any. Some Ghostface pins, but don't think I'll be picking those up today. Only some of the not so good Freddy masks, unfortunately. I was really hoping for that Part 8, I believe it is. And then some more plastic masks. Some pretty cool button-up shirts and whatnot here. Freddy, Jason, and more. Here's their small It selection that they have left. And over here, they used to have a Ghostface section, but that's pretty much all cleared out. He was one of the hot topics of the year, that's for sure. And then just some of the Spirit branded costumes. Lots of really cool ones here. Don't really need any. I usually build most of my own costumes for my props. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Lots of stuff left for them, honestly. They don't seem to be selling well here, or maybe it's just because of Slim. I don't know. Slim did not sell well here, but he somehow disappeared from all the selections. Pretty cool Spirit Halloween shirt here. Unfortunately, it's a long sleeve, and I don't really wear those. Here's some of the arms and legs and just camouflage netting and stuff like that they have. Their lighting. I picked up a lot of this stuff last year on the sale, so I don't really need too much this year. I'm going to pick up a few pieces, which you guys will all see at the end. But still a pretty good selection as for their smaller items, but no bigger items, unfortunately. These skull wind chimes are such a nice piece. Still lots of dolls and stuff like that left, but I picked up a lot of those during the early season. I really needed them for my haunt then, not now. Tons of weapons. Again, I picked a lot of those up last year. Still haven't really found a use for them yet. They're just kind of sitting in my drawers. And bins. I just have them sitting with some characters I haven't made yet. I have to make those later this season. Lots of really cool masks. I considered picking up that really fat mask for the clowns. I thought that mask would go over one of my bigger clowns really well. That one right there with the red hair. So yeah, just a lot of masks are left, but not a lot of licensed ones, unfortunately, which is what I was looking for. I wanted some Terrifiers, some Halloween, stuff like that. And here's the scenes later in the day. Really just cleared out. There's not much left at all. This is just what happens later in the day. Everything sells out, and yeah. This is the last view of Spirit Halloween for 2023. I'll see you guys in the next Spirit Halloween in 2024. Hey everyone, so here's everything I got from the ISE this year. I didn't really get too much, but I did get the 4 pillars from the front parts, like the front risers. They have the nice metal embrasures or whatever you want to call them on there. The tops aren't really on well right now, and I didn't get the lights from them, but I got all of this for free, so I can't really complain too much. And then down here, I also got the metal pieces off the big risers. I didn't get those big risers either. They just could not fit in my vehicle. But I did get the top pieces off the big risers here, as you can see. Estimated 1983 there. That's obviously the year the Spirit was founded or whatever, I believe. But yeah, this is all I really got in Moncton for big stuff, and I'm a little bit disappointed. But oh well, I'm actually really excited to get these though, as it saves me making pillars next year. I'll have to find a way to weatherproof them or something along the lines of that. But these are just super cool, and I'm actually really excited to get these. I was thinking about getting these if they still had them, and they just so happened to have them, so I'm super excited. And again, they didn't have the pieces that go on top of these either. It looks like they broke, unfortunately. But I did find that you could actually stack these. Let me see. If you could find a way to just make this like work, I don't know. It looks kind of cool. I think it'd be cool. Don't quote me on that though. Anyways, that's really what I got for the ISE pieces. I also did get a couple other things. Let's go take a look at those real quickly. They're just in a corner here, but I did get the cattails or wheatgrass or whatever you would like to call them. And I also got some vines that are in the theme. I got those for free as well. It's just some small pieces. They're just going to go in the trash otherwise, and I can use them somewhere in my haunt. So, thought I might as well pick them up. So, let's move on to everything I picked up in the store as for purchases from Spear Halloween, Party City, and other places. I ended up getting an animatronic, but you guys will have to see what that is later in the video, as I currently don't have it, as I wasn't at the store to pick it up. My sister was. But let's go over what I have currently from the 50% off sale and the Party City sales and everything. So, down here on the floor, we have some packaged hands from Party City. I'm going to put those in my butcher section next year, more than likely. And beside those, we have a couple packs of multi-prop remotes for my Emma line, Mr. Derek's, etc. Up here we have the reversible plush throw of Beetlejuice. And then beside that, we have some multicolored spider webs. Mostly pastel colors, something like you'd see for cotton candy almost. So that's what I'm going to be using it for. It was still stupidly expensive on the sale though. Down below that, we have some zombie lawn hand stakes. I just needed some pairs of hands, so I picked up a few more of these. My sister also has some of these for me, so you'll see those later in the video as well. And then beside that, we have this oversized corkscrew. I'm going to probably throw this in my asylum or butcher section next year as well. Then I have some more wicked webbing. I meant to pick some of this up during the season, but I didn't get a chance. But it was half off now, so saves me some money, and I got through the season not needing any more. So at Walmart, I managed to find a $15, so half off, smart solar spotlight. And it also changes colors, so, well, it doesn't change colors. You can choose what color you want it to be, so that's useful for me. I needed a couple for my sign out front, as I can't run wires to it. And then I grabbed a couple packs of camouflage netting. Probably gonna use this in some of my outdoor themes next year. You know, like my swamp, zombies, etc., etc. You'll see next year, don't worry. And then just as a little cheap memento, I picked up a support Halloween magnet. Honestly, I mean, for like the few dollars it was, I'm not going to complain. And it looks pretty cool. I'll throw it on my fridge. And now looking up above here, you can see that we have a couple tombstones from the theme. We have the death awaits to all ye who enter here, or all who enters here. And then over here, we have this cross tombstone. I really like the look of this one. I don't know which one's my favorite overall. I didn't get the Lord Raven one, unfortunately, but I'm not going to complain about the two that I did get. Super excited about those. And then behind there, we did get some more lighting. And I'll just plug these in so you guys can see the color on them. As you can see, those are the blue-green ones. And I just had these thrown in for me when I picked up the tombstones. So, great deal. Very happy with that. And then also at Party City, I picked up 2 cheap pumpkins. They were on half off, so pretty cool. Not the best pumpkins, but they'll go good in my farm theme, so yeah, I can't complain. They'll be a good place filler. And then I was super excited to find these. So this is a whole 15 box So there's 15 of the 16 mystery blind bags in this. There's supposed to be 16. There's only 15, unfortunately. I'm hoping that there's still a full set. I'm going to unbox these and I'll let you guys know what all is in there at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I have 15 out of 16. I was hoping there was going to be a full case. There's not, unfortunately, but I'm happy there was any at all. And I picked up a half off skull steak set. I needed another set for the other side of my bridge, so you know, I decided to grab them on half off. Can't complain. And I went to the Superstore here. And my first stop was the Superstore, as I just had some extra time before Spear Halloween opened. I picked up some giant skeleton hands. They were super cheap. Along with a window cling. Might throw that on my asylum or something like that. And these hands are probably going to go somewhere on like a creature I make. And then I picked up this skull. It was like $3. You can't really complain about that, as it's just $3 is going to be cheaper than anything at Spear, cheaper than anything anywhere. And then I picked up these dolls. I guess this one's dead at the moment. Is this one? I don't know where his button is. I don't know if he has a button on him either, but I picked up both of these half off. I was going to pick them up during the season. I didn't get a chance, and they were also overpriced, so I'm happy that I got them on the sale, and I did hold off. And behind all of these, I got these skull pyramids from Party City. Fun World. I could put spray foam into the back of these and make molds out of them. So I might do that. I might just stack them up as pyramids like this. I have a few ideas. I was going to make these myself, but this is a lot cheaper than making them myself. And then over here, we have the lab rat mask from Spear Halloween. This thing has some insane detail on it. It's just so gory. The ears are huge. It's hairy. I mean, just look at this thing. I mean, you look through these holes, so you cannot see a thing out of this. It's better for a prop than anything. But, I mean, the mask itself is just so creepy. But I couldn't really justify the full cost of it, so I picked up on the half off sale. I'm going to figure out something to do with it, as it's just too good not to buy, and you could put to good use. Because it's just too good not to buy and put to good use. And then I also picked up one of these rotting flesh half zombie face masks. So I'm going to make something like a rotting zombie next year. It's a half mask, so I'll have to figure something for the back of the head. Probably a wig or something just to cover it up. But, I mean, I think it was $10 for this Canadian. So, can't complain. Very solid mask overall. And then finally, Jeepers Creepers, where did you get those peepers? Ruby's Costumes mask. I wanted to add the Jeepers Creepers to my horror section next year. So here he is. And yeah, I have a lot of work ahead of me for next year. But this mask is definitely a great purchase. Very happy to get this half off. And I'm happy that I remembered, as I was very scared I was going to end up forgetting one of the many things that I had to pick up. So I picked up a few things on this clearance sales that was not from Spear Halloween or any stores in Canada. And you might have, well, actually, I stand correct on that. I picked up the 13-foot Jack Skellington for $300 Canadian at Home Depot. And that's just a steal of a deal for this prop. 13 feet tall for $300. I mean, it talks, has head movement. Or, well, I guess you could say sink, not talk. But I didn't set this guy up this year. I did get him in time for Halloween, but I didn't set him up in time, as I just wanted to get some guy wires for him. I did not really trust to set him up, as the winds was just insane before Halloween this year. So he is a next year prop. And the same goes for the one right behind here. I picked up Sam off of Amazon. Super excited for him. He's going to go in my horror section next year as well, along with Jack Skellington down here. So, yeah, not really too much to say about him. He wasn't on clearance or anything. He was just on Amazon. And over to the side here, here's another sale purchase. And that is a pneumatic ghostly woman from Lowe's. This was $90 US. And, I mean, you can't go wrong with $90 US for this thing. I have to get an air compressor, so that's one problem. I had to cross-border ship this as well. So yeah, there's a few issues there, but overall, it's worth it for some pneumatic props. Let's get into my day 2 hauls from Spirit Halloween. Hey everyone, so I finally got my Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface from Spirit Halloween, the Pretty Woman one. I do want to get the Party City one at some point, but as for right now, I can't really get it as it's super hard to get in Canada, super hard to get in general. It's sold out pretty much at any Party City you would come to, at least when the stores are open. So I ended up getting this one. It's a display model. I got it for a super, super cheap price. And it does work. It was up on display for a month. It works great. And as you can see, this is open. The chainsaw is together. The head is right there. And yeah, it looks great. I'm very, very, very excited. And I think this is going to go great in my theme next year. So let's move on to the few other things that she picked me up. Or that my sister picked up for me on the sale as she was over where the store was and I was not. So I got this skull wind chime that I just didn't pick up the first day. As, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I think it would go good in my witches section or my butcher section. So we'll have to see next year where I decide to put that. But it'll go in one of those two places as it just has a very good aura to it. Or it could even go with my Leatherface if I wanted to throw it up into one of his little huts I make him. And then, like I said, I picked up a couple more packs of these hands over here that I have right down here. Just the same purpose, just in case I need hands. And they have one of these in the store, so I decided to pick up one of these as you can't go wrong with pumpkin head skull, whatever you want to call it. It's just great. And for the price that I paid, half off, you can't go wrong. And then moving on to a couple of things I picked up at Home Depot. Well, one thing, I picked up this half off, or even more, I'm not really sure, fog machine, 1000 watts. And so I only have 400 watt fog machines now, so this should add a very big kick of fog to my haunt. Not sure where I'm going to put it yet. I'll have to figure that out. I have to see if it has some attachments I need for, props. If it doesn't, I might attach it to a prop or something. Not 100% sure. But yeah, very excited to have a 1000 watt fog machine. And it was a great price that I paid for. I think it was $50 or so. And moving on to the last thing for the 2023 50% off sales season. Besides a couple props I'm waiting on from online. I'll have to see those later though. Is some lights from the Spirit Halloween theme. So we have 3 boxes of 2. So this is a box of 2, box of 2, box of 2, and 1 box of 1. So we have a blue light, blue and green, and then we have 2 greens, and then we have another blue and another green. So I'm not sure where I'm going to use those next year, maybe my farm or something. And then the blue and greens, those will probably go in my graveyard as I think that's just where those will fit best. But we'll have to see where I end up deciding to put those. So yeah, this is my entire haul for 2023. Just a ton of stuff. And a ton of stuff to pick up on the 50% off sale. I needed a lot of things, so I decided might as well stock up while the deals are here. And you guys will have to stay tuned and see what else I picked up from Lowe's and Walmart and wherever else I ended up picking up stuff on their sales. Okay, everyone, so I opened up all the packs that were in the box, all 15, and I got a lot of doubles. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty disappointed with what I got. I did end up getting most of the main ones I wanted, but I am missing a few. So here we have Silent and Deadly, one of my favorites out of the set. My second one of him, actually, is I got one of him when I grabbed a pack earlier. Super excited to be having a second one of him. One I was very, very excited to get, Barnyard Butcher, my favorite in this set, I would say. Just love the detail and everything about it. And next up is one of the exclusives, which is Crouchy from Series 1. And this guy is very tiny compared to the rest of them. I know that they said that the Series 1 packs are much smaller, but man, it's true. And speaking of Series 1 packs, Miserable Marie, also one of the exclusives in this set. Not too excited about her, but, oh well, she's pretty cool. Grave Watcher, this one has some great detail on it. A little bit gray, but no complaints from me. It looks exactly like the character, but it's a big hunk of rubber, that's for sure. And next we have Pumpkin Nester, another one of the exclusives. Was super excited to see him in my packs, as I think he just looks great. Such a nice looking keychain, and the molding on it is very good. And next up here, we do have the Roaming Antique Doll, which this one looks pretty cool. Not really the biggest fan of the prop itself, but, oh well. Super cool nonetheless. And then moving on to another prop that I don't own, but I think is pretty cool. It's not the best again, but Cerberus, very heavy keychain, very big. You can definitely tell which one this is in the bag. And same goes with this next one, which I don't like at all, and that is Graveyard Ghoul. I got too many of this one. I don't like it, and it's horrible. The keychain itself looks pretty cool, but I just don't like it. And yeah, here is all the empty packages. Here's a whole set, of which currently I do not have all of them, but I only need Zombie Swing Girl and the Collector out of the main set, and then I need, I think, 3 more exclusives. And then I need a good majority of the first set, so I'm going to try to trade out any of my extras I have here for them, but a ton of very nice looking keychains, and a great way to end off my 50% off after Halloween shopping. I just love the detail on all these, and I'm super sad I didn't actually get into these last year, as these just look so cool. So now let's take a look at all of my extras that I have here. Honestly, a lot of pretty good extras. I think I should be able to get some good trades out of these. I'm hoping. I'm not sure I'm going to trade off that Silent and Deadly, as I just love the Silent and Deadly. And then we have all my main ones that I actually have up here, including ones that I did not pull out of the packs today, like Little Skelly Bones. And I just have so many Graveyard Ghouls. Again, it's very disappointing I got so many. So here is my full collection, including all of my doubles. As you can see, 3 Miserable Maries, 4 Graveyard Ghouls, 2 Pumpkin Nesters, 2 Skelly Bones, 2 Cerberus, 2 Grave Watchers, sorry. And yeah, just a ton of great ones. Really wish I had got more Barnyard Butchers and Silent and Deadlies, or the rest of the ones I needed out of the set. But regardless, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys in my next video, whatever that may be. Happy Halloween.